The issue of unauthorized immigration in the United States is a multifaceted one, with wide-ranging economic and social implications. Studies have shown that the financial cost of unauthorized immigration is substantial, reaching tens of billions of dollars annually. This cost is felt across various sectors, from healthcare and education to law enforcement and social services. The sheer scale of unauthorized immigration is evident in the number of apprehensions made by Border Patrol agents, with hundreds of thousands of individuals detained at the southern border each month. This influx of people, while seeking a better life, puts a strain on resources and infrastructure, particularly in border states. However, it's important to remember that the impact of unauthorized immigration is not confined to border regions. With an estimated 11 million unauthorized immigrants residing across the United States, this issue affects communities nationwide. The distribution of this population is uneven, with some states bearing a disproportionate share of the burden. To understand the true scope of this issue, it's crucial to examine the specific numbers and demographics of unauthorized immigrants in each state, as well as the impact on local economies and social services. This data, often compiled by organizations like FAIR, provides valuable insights into the challenges and opportunities presented by unauthorized immigration and can inform the development of more effective and compassionate immigration policies. Number 20, we find Tennessee, the volunteer state, grappling with its own set of challenges related to unauthorized immigration. In recent years, Tennessee has implemented stricter immigration laws and enforcement measures, sparking debate and controversy. FAIR estimates that 162,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in Tennessee, and their presence has implications for various state resources. One notable area of impact is education, with approximately 64,000 students added to local schools due to these families. At number 19 is Connecticut. FAIR estimates that approximately 167,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in Connecticut. The presence of these individuals and their families, including an estimated 58,000 U.S.-born children, adds pressure to the state's social service infrastructure, particularly the education system. With over 41,000 students added to schools, Connecticut faces the ongoing challenge of providing quality education amidst growing needs. Number 18 takes us to Oregon, the Beaver State, which has been at the center of controversy surrounding its approach to unauthorized immigration. Oregon's decision to provide expanded access to free healthcare for low-income residents, regardless of immigration status, has drawn both praise and criticism. While lauded as a compassionate step towards inclusivity, critics argue that this policy incentivizes unauthorized immigration and strains state resources. FAIR estimates that Oregon is home to around 181,000 unauthorized immigrants, highlighting the ongoing debate over the state's policies. At number 17, we arrive in Michigan, a state with a diverse population and a history of attracting immigrants. According to Axios, undocumented immigrants accounted for a small but significant percentage of Michigan's population in 2021. By 2024, FAIR estimates this number to have grown to approximately 185,000 unauthorized immigrants residing in the state. The presence of these families, while contributing to the state's cultural fabric, also puts a strain on resources, particularly education, with over 83,000 students added to the school system. At number 16, we find Pennsylvania grappling with a significant unauthorized immigrant population. The American Immigration Council highlights the personal impact of this issue, reporting that nearly 85,000 U.S. citizens in Pennsylvania live with at least one undocumented family member. FAIR estimates that 251,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in the state, and their presence puts a strain on social services, particularly education. With an estimated 87,000 children born to these families in Pennsylvania, local schools face the challenge of accommodating approximately 72,000 additional students. Moving to number 15, we arrive in Colorado, where unauthorized immigration also has a significant impact. The American Immigration Council reports that close to 142,000 U.S. citizens in Colorado live with at least one undocumented family member, underscoring the widespread nature of this issue. FAIR estimates that Colorado is home to around 228,000 unauthorized immigrants, with approximately 96,000 children born to these families within the state. This influx translates to 87,500 additional students in local schools, presenting ongoing challenges for educators and administrators. Number 14 brings us to Massachusetts, a state that has experienced a rapid increase in its unauthorized immigrant population in recent years. FAIR estimates that 292,000 unauthorized immigrants currently reside in Massachusetts. Data from Pew and the U.S. Census Bureau, as reported by Axios, reveals that between 2010 and 2021, Massachusetts saw an estimated increase of 120,000 undocumented residents. This trend highlights the ongoing challenges faced by states grappling with unauthorized immigration. At number 13, we have Nevada, a state long contending with the complexities of unauthorized immigration. Its proximity to the U.S.-Mexico border and thriving economy, particularly in industries like agriculture and construction, attract migrant workers, both documented and undocumented. FAIR estimates that Nevada is home to approximately 293,000 unauthorized immigrants, and their presence has a noticeable impact on the state's social services. One area particularly affected is education, with an estimated 70,000 students added to local schools due to these families. Number 12 takes us to Washington, the evergreen state. The Seattle Times reports that in 2021, undocumented immigrants constituted a significant portion of Washington's labor force, highlighting their contribution to the state's economy. However, their presence also poses challenges. As of 2024, FAIR estimates that Washington is home to around 346,000 unauthorized immigrants, underscoring the ongoing need for comprehensive immigration reform. At number 11 is Maryland. The American Immigration Council reported that in 2016, undocumented immigrants made up a substantial portion of Maryland's immigrant population. By 2024, FAIR estimates that this number has grown to approximately 350,000 unauthorized immigrants residing in Maryland. This influx has a ripple effect on various state resources, including education. With an estimated 117,000 students added to the school system due to unauthorized immigrant families, Maryland, like many other states, faces the challenge of meeting the needs of a growing and diverse student body. At number 10, we have Virginia, a state steeped in history, yet also contending with the complexities of unauthorized immigration. Despite its historical significance and proximity to the nation's capital, Virginia faces challenges related to a growing unauthorized immigrant population. FAIR estimates that 419,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in Virginia, highlighting the ongoing debate surrounding immigration policy and enforcement. The impact on social services, particularly education, is evident, with over 123,000 students added to local schools due to these families. Number 9 brings us to Arizona, a state often associated with stringent immigration policies. The American Immigration Council reports that over 250,000 U.S. citizens in Arizona live with at least one undocumented family member, highlighting the personal impact of unauthorized immigration. FAIR estimates that Arizona is currently home to around 453,000 unauthorized immigrants, underscoring the ongoing challenges faced by border states and the need for comprehensive immigration reform. Moving to number 8, we find North Carolina grappling with its own set of issues related to unauthorized immigration. WFAE reports that a significant percentage of North Carolina residents are non-citizens, reflecting the state's growing diversity. As of 2024, FAIR estimates that approximately 488,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in North Carolina. The impact on social services, particularly education, is notable, with an estimated 169,000 children born to unauthorized immigrant families in the state, leading to an additional 122,000 students in local schools. At number 7, we encounter Georgia, a state that has taken a proactive yet controversial approach to address unauthorized immigration. The implementation of a task force modeled after Arizona's, which grants law enforcement officers broader authority to investigate suspected immigration violations, highlights the state's commitment to curbing unauthorized immigration. However, this approach has sparked debate about potential profiling and civil rights concerns. FAIR estimates that 544,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in Georgia, and their presence has a considerable impact on the state's resources, including education. An estimated 150,000 students have been added to local schools due to these families, underscoring the ongoing need for comprehensive solutions. At number 6, we arrive in Illinois, the land of Lincoln. This state, known for its rich history and diverse population, also grapples with the complexities of unauthorized immigration. FAIR estimates that 628,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in Illinois, a reflection of the state's attractiveness as a destination for those seeking better opportunities. The presence of these individuals and their families impacts various aspects of Illinois society, particularly education. With an estimated 228,000 students added to local schools due to unauthorized immigrant families, Illinois faces the ongoing challenge of providing quality education amidst growing needs and often limited resources. Starting with number 5, we have New Jersey, a state with a significant unauthorized immigrant population. The American Immigration Council highlights the personal connections many residents have to this issue, reporting that over 250,000 U.S. citizens in New Jersey live with at least one undocumented family member. New Jersey is also home to a substantial number of DACA recipients, underscoring the complexities of integrating those brought to the U.S. as children into the social fabric. FAIR estimates that 697,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in New Jersey, leading to an increased demand for resources, particularly in education, with over 138,000 students added to the school system. Number 4 brings us to New York, a state long synonymous with immigration and opportunity. The allure of a better life in the Big Apple continues to draw individuals from around the globe, including those entering without authorization. FAIR estimates that 181,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in New York, reflecting the state's attractiveness as a destination. This influx, however, presents challenges for resource allocation, particularly in education, with an estimated 277,000 students added to local schools due to unauthorized immigrant families. Moving to number 3, we arrive in Florida, a state known for its tourism and warm climate, but also for its increasingly stringent stance on unauthorized immigration. In 2023, Florida enacted a law criminalizing the transportation of undocumented individuals into the state, highlighting the state's commitment to curbing unauthorized immigration. This policy shift reflects the ongoing debate surrounding border security and immigration enforcement. Despite these efforts, FAIR estimates that 185,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in Florida, underscoring the complexities of addressing this issue. The impact on the state's resources is evident, with an estimated 312,000 students added to local schools due to unauthorized immigrant families. Number 2 takes us to Texas, a state on the front lines of the unauthorized immigration debate. In December 2023, Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed a bill criminalizing illegal border crossings, reflecting a significant shift in the state's approach to immigration enforcement. This controversial move aims to deter unauthorized entry and address the strain on state resources caused by a large unauthorized immigrant population. FAIR estimates that 226,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in Texas, the second highest number in the U.S. This influx has a substantial impact on the state's social services, particularly education, with an estimated 836 students added to local schools. Topping our list at number 1 is California, a state long synonymous with opportunity and a diverse population. However, California also grapples with the complexities of unauthorized immigration. In November 2023, a Pew Research Center study revealed that California has the largest population of unauthorized immigrants in the nation. FAIR estimates that a staggering 3,226,000 unauthorized immigrants reside in California, a number comparable to the entire population of Iowa. This influx puts a considerable strain on the state's resources, particularly education, with an estimated 1,159 students added to local schools due to unauthorized immigrant families. The question then arises, where do these unauthorized immigrants originate, and what factors drive them to seek a new life in the United States, often at great personal risk? Understanding their countries of origin, motivations, and experiences is crucial for developing effective and humane immigration policies that address the complexities of this global issue.